Hello friends, welcome to Programming in Your Hands Part 19. So this day we are going to look into a very important concept in C++, which you call it as virtual functions in C++. C++ exhibits the concept of polymorphism. It acts in many ways. So that is what we are going to see in this program. Yes. So the first concept is normal member function accessed with pointers. Okay. So now always you know already that the compiler comes to the main program int main. You have base, which is going to be my base class name. You can see a star bptr, which means bptr is a pointer variable which is pointing to the base class. And you have derived d. Okay, you have created an object for the derived class. Next you have bptr ampersand d, which means you're telling the compiler that the BPTR is showing the address of the derived class. Okay, so BPTR is showing the address of the derived class. Okay, now your compiler will be a little bit confused because first you said that the BPTR is pointing to base. The BPTR is pointing to base. Now you are saying that BPTR equal to ampersand D. Okay, next we'll see what happens. BPTR print. So it automatically searches for the function which is named as print. Okay, so now it comes to the derived class, it sees a print, it comes to the base class also and sees print. You have the same function name in two different classes, which you call it as overriding member function. Okay, so remember, when you have the same function name in different classes, you call that as overriding member function. Okay, so now your compiler will be totally confused where it is pointing to and where to go and fetch. So you should remember that always it goes to the base class, which means where it is pointing to. So it sees that BPTR, it is pointing to the base class. So it automatically goes to the base class void print function and it prints out print base class. And now you can see again in the next line BPTR show. Again, it has two different show functions in both the base class and the derived class. Again, that it will check for where this BPTR is pointing to. Where it is pointing to? It is pointing to the base class. So where does it go? Yes, it goes again to the base class show function and it prints show base class. So your output would be print base class and show base class. Now, you saw a normal member function accessed with pointers. Now we are going to see a virtual function accessed with pointers. Okay. Now, the same program, what you're going to do is you're using a keyword which is called as virtual. Now, your compiler comes over here to base star bptr, derived d, bptr equal to ampersand d. Okay, first it is pointing to the base class, next it is also telling that to be in the derived class. Now, bptr print. Again, it sees two different print function. Now, where does it go? Yes, again it goes to where it is pointing to. You can see BPTR, it is pointing to the base class only. So it automatically goes to the base class print function. But it sees a keyword which is called as virtual. When it sees a keyword which is called as virtual, it comes over here and sees where it is pointing to at last. Now where is it? Where is BPTR standing? Yes, it is at the position of D or location. It is in the address of the derived class. So now where does it go? It automatically goes to the derived class print function and my output would be print derived class. So that is the function of the keyword which is called as virtual. Now, after this print derived class, it sees the closing bracket, it comes to the last line, it sees bptr show. Now again, where does it go? Yes, again it checks for bptr, which is pointing to the base class. Again it goes to the base class, void show function, and it doesn't see any keyword called virtual. The output would be show base class. So my output would be print derived class and show base class. Hope you have understood the concept of virtual function. Okay. Now again there is one more concept which you call it as pure virtual function. So now here again you can see yet another program wherein you have two derived classes, one base class. Now we'll see where does it go. Yes, it always comes to the main program, base star bptr. Now it sees that bptr is pointing to the base class. You have derived one d1, okay, derived two d2. Now bptr equals ampersand d1. Already my bptr is pointing to base. Now we are telling it to go to the address of d1. Okay. Now bptr show. Tell me where does it go? Yes, it automatically goes to where it is pointing to. Where is it pointing to? It is pointing to the base class. So it automatically goes to the base class and my output would be show base class. I don't have any virtual keyword here. So the output is automatically show base class. Okay. Now bptr equals ampersand d2. Now the compiler will be confused. I'm telling it to point to bptr to base, again to derived 1. Now I'm telling it to go to derived 2. Now bptr show. Where does it go? Again it goes and sees where it is pointing to. Again it is pointing to the base class. So it automatically goes to the base class void show function and it outputs show base class. So my output would be show base class and show base class. Suppose I am using a keyword which is virtual here. Now tell me what will be the output. I am using the keyword called virtual. So tell me what happens over here. Now you have bptr equal to ampersand d1, bptr show. Now where does it go? Yes, it automatically goes to the base class. So it sees a keyword virtual and it sees where it is pointing to. It is pointing to the derived class 1. So it automatically goes to derived class 1 show function and my output would be show derived class 1. And in the next case, if you see bptr equals ampersand d2, I'm telling it to go to the derived class 2. Now I'm telling it to go to the show function. Again, it checks where it is pointing to. It is pointing to the base class. So it automatically goes to the base class. It sees the virtual keyword and it sees where it is pointing to. It is now at D2. So it automatically comes to void show of derived 2 and my output would be show derived class 2. So the output in this program would be show derived class 1, show derived class 2 when I use a keyword which is called virtual in the base class. Now tell me, is it a overriding member function? Yes, it is a overriding member function because everywhere you have the same function name. Every class has the same function name. Okay. So if you are not using the virtual keyword, the output would be show base class, show base class. Suppose I'm using the virtual keyword, my output would be show derived class 1 and show derived class 2. Okay, fine. So hope you have understood clearly the concept of virtual functions. Now, there is another concept which you call it as pure virtual function. Pure virtual function is it should be an abstract base class, which means no object is created for the base class. You cannot, if you are trying to create an object for the base class, your program won't execute. You will be coming across many errors. So your object there is no object being created for the base class. And similarly, there should be no body for the pure virtual function. Okay, we'll see what a pure virtual function is. The same function, but you have equal to 0 and you declare, just the declaration is enough. There is no need of defining your function anywhere in the program. There is no need for the definition of the program. So this is called as pure virtual function. Okay, we'll see what happens here. You have base star BPTR, which means BPTR is pointing to base, derived D. Now BPTR equal to ampersand D. So which means I'm telling again to go to derived class address. Now BPTR print. Where does it go? Print and show are overriding member functions. So BPTR print, always it goes and sees where it is pointing to. So it goes to the base class print function. So it sees void print equal to 0. So it will understand that it is a pure virtual function, because whenever this is the syntax of the pure virtual function, your keyword which is called as virtual and equal to 0, then you will terminate it with a semicolon. There is no body of this particular function. So when it sees the keyword and all these, it automatically jumps to where it is pointing to at last. Yes, it is pointing to the derived class. So it will automatically go to derived class print function. So my output in this case would be print derived class. Now you have BPTR show. Again, where it will see where it is pointing to, it is pointing to the base class. So it will automatically go to the show function of the base class. And you don't have any keyword over here, so your output would be show base class. So your output print derived class and show base class. Hope you would have understood clearly the concept of virtual function, pure virtual functions, and it is a very important concept. Do remember there are two important concepts here: overriding member function, that is the same function name in all the classes, and then you have a concept to be remembered, which is abstract base class, which mean you don't have any object for the base class. Thank you.